World of Warcraft Midnight has officially gone live to all the peasants out there to have the Epic Edition. So that's great, but that means a few things have changed. Now I'll go through kind of what you should be doing on a weekly and daily basis. I'll put a list together at the very end, or I'll go through a list that was put together of everything you should be doing. But first off, let's summarize what has changed here. So here we go. March 3rd and 2nd, by the way, for US and EU, or I should say NA and EU players. This expansion is officially live. What does that mean? The Horonir Allied Race. That's right. Make your favorite Horonir today. And once you've completed the quest line, also professions and weekly quests are now, completely unlocked. Arcantina visitor quests are now a thing. Prey hard difficulty, that's right, you can get real hard for Prey. And then Mythic Zero dungeons are officially available for the preseason. The official season will kick off on March 17th, so what should you be doing all the way through this time? I'm going to give you a list, a comprehensive list here at the very end of all these things we're going to run through. But let's keep running. We got a official event from Discord. That's right. You can officially accept a Discord, basically, quest that'll give you a little Naga pet for just playing WoW with Discord open for 15 minutes. So to get to there, you're going to want to go to your direct messages and then go to the quest tab right here, and then you can, in fact, accept the quest. And I already did, so I don't think it's on this list anymore. But I found it on here. You click accept quest, and then you will, in fact, get yourself a chance to get the little Naga pet, okay? So this playing 15 minutes with Discord open will get you that one, so that's a nice little tip there. Heroic Dungeons, the requirement for those have been dropped, so some patch notes. We'll go through all these patch notes and a few other tabs here, but the main thing here is if you're at level 211, item level 211, you can now run Heroic Dungeons. So that's a nice little thing before you can get into the Mythic Zeros, crank up that item level. That's really what this period is a little bit about here. The Horonir Allied Race is now available. All you got to do is go through the Harondar questline, so selecting that questline from Silvermoon will take you over to Harondar, where you can run around and roll around in the leaves and roots and live out your sexual troll and elven fetish, right? And then going through that, once you've done it all, the Rise of the Horonir, go back to Silvermoon, turn in the War Beyond Roots, and you will unlock the Horonir, so you can finally make them, live out your Horonir fantasies. Also, Selethil's Soiree is now a thing, so you can actually go through the soiree. The reason why this is important is kicking up your renowns up to a specific level right now is really important, because they give you champion level gear, which is some of the best gear you can get in the game right now. So going through that soiree is a really good way to get a lot of renown towards this faction. Basically, you want to get your renown up to level 9 with the Silvermoon Cord, and that's who this is going to contribute to. Once you do that, you should unlock yourself a champion level helm. So this is a nice little piece of gear here to prepare yourself for the season. We'll get into a little bit more of renown tracks and everything else in a second. The Arcantina. That's right, the official quest, the first quest available from the Arcantina, coming from Danath Trollbane, the little bitch who talked about how his history and everything is complete garbage. That was a complete shit quest line, but this quest line's a lot cooler. He's taking you back to Hellfire Peninsula to collect 10 rusty battle axes. I'm so excited for these Arcantina quests. I think this is awesome, going back to these old pieces of land and old pieces of content, kind of renewing it with some new quests. So this is a really cool one, going back to Hellfire. Can't wait to do that. Again, these Arcantina quests, they're fun for what they are. They're not going to really give you some crazy gear, but they're all cool cosmetics and stuff to be had from it, and really cool storylines as well. So a fun little piece of content for you to do there. The key to the Arcantina has been nerfed. I know just yesterday I was telling you guys, don't set your Hearthstone to Silvermoon, because the Arcantina is a 1.5 minute cooldown, and that thing literally takes you to Silvermoon. You walk out the front door, you're in Silvermoon. Well, Blizzard clearly watches the man of the people speak every day. I mean, it's very obvious at this point. And what did they do? Just after I dropped that video on YouTube, they nerfed that shit. So that's not a thing anymore. Now when you walk out the front of the Arcantina door, you'll be ported right back to where you were when you hearth to it. So yeah, now you got to set your Hearthstone back to Silvermoon. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, no, I know. The fun police came and they totally shut that one down. So wherever you are, the Arcantina will just take you back to wherever you were. So it's still maybe good for dungeon reset and shit, right? Maybe you want to go back to the front of a raid. This might be a good thing to do, kind of like the Druid run or the Death Gate for Death Knights. This might be a good thing to get back to your Summoning Stone, Potentially, that's what I was thinking now. Just trying to figure out a way to use this stone for something that's actually useful other than just going to the Arcantina. But now that I said that, Blizzard's probably going to nerf that shit too. So anyways, that's not going to work the way it was working before. Best way to level alts real quick. If you want to level alts, because a lot of you guys probably already got your mains to cap level through the preseason event, now's a good time to level up alts. And what's the quickest way to do it? Well, there is an actual strategy to doing this that works very well. The first thing you're going to do is quickly clear all delves at tier 1. And while you're doing that, pick up the Delvers to Call bounty to start each delve, but don't turn it in. Don't you fucking turn it in. You hold on to that shit, okay? You complete the quest, but don't turn it in. Once you've done all the delves, you're going to start questing. You'll go from level 87 to 88 by questing. You'll go questing until you're about 87 to 88. You'll do that by going through the Silver Moon quest. The best thing to do after that is the Zulamon if you're just going strictly for time. And then fill in a couple quests here and there to get yourself to that 87 to 88 range. Then you go back and turn in all your Delvers quests, okay? Turn in all the Delvers quests then. That'll take you all the way up to level 89. And then once you're 89, you can just do some crafting to get yourself to 90. This is the quickest way to get your alts up. By the way, level each alt all the way up to cap before starting the next one, because each one you do will give you a little bit of a boost to the next one, right? The achievement for doing that, every time you get an alt to a level cap, the next one is easier to level up, so make sure you're doing that. Crafting isn't cheap. No, it's not right now, but it could be a little bit cheaper if you do this. Look at that segue. Unbelievable. It's like I planted that fucking bot in my chat. Crafters needed. That's right, free mats for crafting. So once you've hit that level, you can go collect your little free satchel of crafts. That's right, if you didn't know, there's a quest line out in Silver Moon. Crafters needed. You can go accept this quest, and it'll actually give you a little collection of items that you can use for crafting. You can pick from any of these little bags and satchels, which contain different items for crafting for different professions. So these are actually worth some pretty good damn money. I don't know if you can go sell these things, but you might be able to. But it's probably behooves you to just use them if you want to. So go ahead, use these items for crafting. Some free crafting shit to get people started up on crafting in Silver Moon. So that's a nice little thing to do. And also, side quests in general. If you want to complete side quests, maybe you're on a side questing journey, these are the best side quests to complete right now. So they're called the Sojourners quests. I don't know, Sojourners. I don't know what the fuck this word is, but we're just going to call them the Sojourners quests or Sojourners quests, okay? So these Sojourners quests, what they are essentially is they're all part of these achievements, the Sojourners achievements. So there's one for every single zone. And what you're going to want to do is find these achievements and then complete the quests that are under these achievements. Why do you want to do that? Well, each of these quests actually offer much more reputation than a general side quest. So every one of these quests that you just talk to an NPC, you get 10 rep from that zone. Every quest where that requires you to go and actually do shit, 50 rep. And then every one that ends the storyline gives you 250 rep. And again, Renown rep is very important right now for getting some of the best gear in the game pre-season. So that's a really good one, an easy one to do. And again, these Sojourners quests are the ones that are going to give you the most rep for each zone. So go find the achievement in your little achievement book, mark it, and do the quests that have to do with these. There are also some interesting storylines to be followed from these. Okay, finally, run tier. Yeah, wow, kicking off that hype. What the hell is that alert? I don't even know what. I hit a subscriber goal. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for that, guys. Thank you for the sub. I don't even know where the fuck that. There it is. Thank you, O-Bags, for that sub. I appreciate that. I'm about to give you guys a full list of things to do, but before I do, I just want to say kick your delves up to tier 7. It's a really good time to do that right now, so you're ready to get those tier 8 drops when the season finally kicks off. Okay, let's get into the full list of shit that you want to do every single day and week. Here we go. We got daily goals and weekly goals. So you want to screenshot this shit? Go ahead, but my face might be in the way for some of it. Here you go. Take a screenshot. People don't call me a man of the people for nothing. Okay, so as I was saying before, here's the shit that you want to do. Daily goals. First of all, you want to start every session of the day with world quests for any gear upgrades. So check your map, check if there's any gear upgrades out there, because every day, you know, that shit's going to offer different stuff. So check if there are any upgrades out there. If there are, go do them. Also, work on those renown levels for those champion levels gear. As I said before, probably doing those Sojourner quests is a really good thing to do. Grind out Singularity up to Renown 7. The Harity, or the Haritits, as I like to call them, up to Renown 8. Grind Silver Moon and the Amani Tribe up to Renown 9. Those will give you all of the best champion gear available from those Renown tracks. On a weekly goal, you want to kill each zone's rares once weekly to get extra renown if needed. Find each zone's treasures for more renown if you haven't done that. Unlock your delves through tier 8. Now, yes, you can only get rewards up to tier 4 right now. The rewards are locked at tier 4 delve ranking. So even if you're doing tier 7s and shit, you're not going to get the rewards that would typically be available for those. But what you're doing is you're essentially preparing your delves to start at that tier 8 level where you're getting some of the best gear from your vault and everything else. So prepare your delves up to tier 8. Complete 4 normal and 4 hard prey hunts per week to get potential gear from those, and then do the Mythic Zero tour, right? Mythic Zeros do lock up, so you'll be able to do each dungeon once per week, so go through all your Mythic Zeros, complete all that shit. Once you've been a complete degenerate and done all that stuff, I don't know what else you're gonna fucking do. I don't know, enjoy, go finger pop yourself in a closet. I have no idea. But either way, this is the shit you're gonna wanna do on a daily and weekly basis if you truly wanna grind out and prepare yourself for raiding and Mythic Plus and everything else. And for now, that is all in terms of news.